What's up, guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my Money in the Bank 2017 pay-per-view review, brought to you by SmackDown. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this show. This was the worst. I'm gonna say it up front. I'm just gonna say it up front right now. This was. Oh, shut up. This was the worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view ever. This was the worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view ever. I'm saying that right now. Horrible booking tonight. For the most part. The main event saved it. I won't say it didn't save the show. I still give the show a thumbs down. But it saved for me drinking bleach live on air tonight. But the main event was fucking great. I will say that. It did start off slow. It did pick up. But the main event was fucking great. Outside of that tonight, you got a lot of fuck finishes tonight. Now, as far as predictions is concerned, I went 4 out of 5. As far as official predictions, the Ascension and the Fashion Police was actually, was actually announced tonight. So I didn't actually do a prediction during my prediction video because we didn't know that they were going to be on the show. But I went 4 out of 5. The only match I was wrong was Lana and Naomi. I thought they were going to put this title on Lana. I'm glad they didn't put the title on Lana after what I saw tonight, because that match was fucking god awful. Lana needs some fucking help. Well, where are these fucking people saying that? Oh, Lana's good in the ring. From what I saw from her, she looked good in the ring. What? Are you fucking serious? Terrible. She's absolutely god awful terrible in the ring. I don't know what the fuck I saw tonight from that championship match. You got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match that I predicted Carmella to win, and she did win, but not the way on how that happened. James Ellsworth, the little troll, the guy that has no chin, the guy that looks like he's been smoking for fucking 30 years. He has cancer in his chin, has to remove a tumor from his chin. That's why he has no chin. Good lord, man. The New Day Usos match was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was a good match. I mean, it got very little to no reaction at all, though. But I mean, it was a good match. The ending was got shit, but fuck me, right? Just fuck what we're doing, right? Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. Do I gotta say anything about that? Do I really have to say anything about that match? I mean, I am. I'm gonna be going over it because it's my fucking job to do this. Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett debuted tonight. I will say this. Their segment was supposed to be cringeworthy. I think that's what their gimmick's gonna be. Because they love each other, they're all lovey-dovey. I'm gonna give it a chance. I was already thinking negative about the show already because that was in the middle of the show. I think the gimmick is supposed to be cringe. I mean, with the fucking, the 80s, hair metal. I love that fucking theme song though. I love it. Believe it or not. But this is one of the worst money. This is the worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But at the worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view, you debut a gimmick, and with Maria Kanellis, and Mike Kanellis, I'm sorry. As JBL says, as much as we probably hate JBL, he said probably one of the funniest lines tonight. You took her name. I actually laughed at that. But we'll get into that in a second. Yeah, your main event as well with Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Kevin Owens. I will say this. Pretty damn good main event, I will say. It did start off slow, as most of these matches do, WWE matches. They start off slow and they pick up at the end. A lot of great stuff in this match. Sami Zayn with the fucking Sunset Powerbomb, and well, actually, you know what? We'll just start with this match here. I'll talk about this match in detail, then I'll go up. I'll go up to the other Money in the Bank because I want to talk about this first. So this was the Money in the Bank ladder match. Was again Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin, and Kevin Owens. Before the match even begins, Nakamura comes out to the ring. He was gonna do his entrance. You already had the other four competitors in there, with the exception of Baron Corbin and Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura's gonna come out, but Baron Corbin attacks Nakamura behind before the match begins. Basically, getting Nakamura out of the match. I don't know. I just think that WWE probably didn't feel totally comfortable of having Nakamura in the match. So you have Nakamura come in 3/4 way into the match, which is fine for me. I'm good with it. At first, I thought Rusev was going to come, because Rusev left a tweet on Twitter and it said, "Here we go." I was like, oh shit, Rusev's coming out. You know what I mean? But again, me being my fucking Mark self, because I love Rusev. I wanted to see some Masturbation Celebration tonight if he were to come in and win Money in the Bank. But me being a fucking Mark, like I am, I was gullible, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be coming out tonight. I was like, oh, Rusev's coming out. He didn't come out. He just said, oh man, this Destiny game raised our heart. Fucking Rusev, man. I love Rusev though, but I just want to see Rusev. That's all. Can I just see Rusev? That's it. But this match here, it did start off slow. And this actually turned to be one of the, it's a mid-tier Money in the Bank ladder match, probably mid to up. I don't want to say upper tier, but like, probably, was it like 15 Money in the Bank ladder matches of all time? Probably more than that. Probably close to 20 now. So I'll probably want to say maybe about top 8-ish. Like I said, it's like mid-tier. But we saw some great spots though. Sami Zayn with a fucking beautiful sunset flip into a powerbomb to Dolph Ziggler. What a fucking spot that was. Beautiful spot. We saw a half Nelson suplex by Sami Zayn to Kevin Owens on the ring apron. We saw AJ Styles have Kevin Owens and basically did an attitude adjustment. A Death Valley driver, whatever you want to call it, onto the ladder. AJ Styles took a fucking horrific, nasty bump from the top of the briefcase being held above the ring. It was like 15, almost 20 feet in the air. And AJ Styles just lands face first into the, just into the canvas. Just into the canvas, face first. God damn, what a bump. That reminded me of his TNA bump. When he used to take bumps in TNA. When he used to do bumps in the in the Ultimate X match. Or when he used to, do a dive, off the top of the steel cage. Or basically a dive through the steel cage, in Ultimate Lockdown. Fucking nasty bump that AJ took. I don't even know how he fucking finished the match. How's he not dead? I won't go that far how he wasn't dead. But, how was he not severely injured is the question. Is the fucking question. And also as well, he got up and he was just like he you could tell he takes his bumps like all the fucking time. When back in the day, you could tell he used to take these bumps all the time, and he just got up like a champ and just kept wrestling. I don't know how he kept continuing after that. Shinsuke Nakamura comes back to a huge pop, and basically we see Nakamura with a sequence of finishers and Kinshasas and have Nelson suplexes on Sami Zayn, and great stuff. Nakamura gets the ladder, begins to climb up the ladder, and before he starts climbing up the ladder, I should say, AJ Styles gets in the ring, and the first interaction of Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles in WWE. This is their first face-to-face encounter since Wrestle Kingdom last year. And I got wet. I'm not gonna lie. I got wet. You know what? I had the biggest erection. And I told myself, I was like, I don't want to see these guys touch. I want to see these guys actually go at it, like at a SummerSlam or WrestleMania. But they gave us a little sneak peek taste on what they're going to do. That one-on-one match is coming. And when that one-on-one match finally comes, it will probably be one of the best matches of that year in WWE. It'll probably be one of the best matches ever if it's done right. Man, I cannot wait for that. Just that little, 2-3 minute sequence with Nakamura and AJ Styles was fucking, just orgasmic. Baron Corbin ends up taking out both Styles and Nakamura because they were both trying to climb up the ladder after their little sequence. And with that there, Baron Corbin knocks them both down, climbs up the ladder, and wins. And wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. I did predict Baron Corbin to win the Money in the Bank briefcases. Briefcase, not briefcases. There's not more than one up there. It's not a tag team Money in the Bank match. But that was my prediction, and I'm glad to say I was right. Baron Corbin, who deserves it? You know what I mean? Kevin Owens doesn't need it. He's the United States champion. Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't need it because he could get a title shot anytime he wants. Same for AJ Styles. My dark horse, Sami Zayn, I wouldn't have been upset if he would have won it. I wouldn't have been upset at all, but, you know, I knew that Baron Corbin had a much better chance than Sami Zayn. And Dolph Ziggler, you know, his time has passed already. I mean, he didn't really necessarily need to get the Money in the Bank briefcase at all. So, with that being said, I'm glad that Baron Corbin won. I'm glad that they did that. And we're going to see on how Baron Corbin's booked going forward. Now, my thing is, this is just me thinking. Yeah, I like to throw stuff, you know, in a blender and let it fucking spin up. You know, since Jinder Mahal retained tonight, and we have the announcement of John Cena on the 4th of July, I would like to see this. John Cena versus Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Let's say John Cena wins. He wins his prestigious 16th title, or 17th title. He breaks Ric Flair's record. Well, what better way to get more heat on Baron Corbin to cash in on John Cena after winning his 17th title? Cash in on him at SummerSlam. And Baron Corbin becomes the new WWE champion. I like to throw stuff at the wall. There's a lot of things you can do with Baron Corbin, but that's what I immediately thought about right now as soon as Money in the Bank in the air. Baron Corbin cashing in at SummerSlam. Could it happen? Maybe. Will it happen? We don't know. But it's something to think about. It's a talking point. Who is Baron Corbin going to cash in on? Is he going to cash in on John Cena? Is he going to cash in the guy who beats John Cena for the title? I think Baron Corbin is going to cash in on John Cena because eventually John Cena is going to become a 17-time world champion. How soon is it going to happen, though? That's the question. Will it happen at SummerSlam? Will it happen at another pay-per-view? Will it happen at, you know, Royal Rumble or Survivor Series? You know what I mean? Like, when is that going to happen? And that's the great thing about Money in the Bank, because you can, if you're not sure of what direction you're going to go with them, the Money in the Bank briefcase is such a wild card that you can book day to day to day to day. If you figure that, okay, I don't think this is working anymore, Money in the Bank, all right, cash in Corbin, let's do something else. Let's do something new and fresh. You know, I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued on where they're going to be going with this, for sure. I'm very intrigued on where they're going to be going with this, for sure. And, you know, I hope Corbin for the best. I really hope Corbin looks good and, actually, he does well with the Money in the Bank briefcase. But, I very, very am wanting to see on how he's built from here. He's not really green in the ring anymore. His mic work needs some work. His ring skills, it needs some work as well. But, he's ready. I mean, if you can put the title on Jinder Mahal, why not put the title on fucking Baron Corbin? You know, why not put the title on Baron Corbin? You know what I mean? But, be that as it may, Baron Corbin, the obvious choice, and I said it. And I said it in my preview. I'm like, well, Baron Corbin's going to be the guy to win it. It's the only one that makes sense. It's the only one that makes sense. And like I said, my dark horse, Sami Zayn, I said, don't sleep on Sami Zayn to win. And he could have won. You know what I mean? But we just got to see where it goes from here. We have to see where this goes from here with Baron Corbin and the Money in the Bank briefcase. By far the best match of the night. I mean, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the match. Really did. It started off slow at first. It did start off slow at first, but hell, it is what it is. It is what it is with that. And good match. Good main event from those 6 guys. Other than that, tonight's show was fucking shit. Tonight's show was fucking shit God awful. The worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view ever. The first one was in 2010. Decent show. 2011, and I'm saying once, I'm going to say it again, one of the top 3 pay-per-views of all time that is not a Big 4 pay-per-view. 2013 was like meh. 2014 I liked. 2015 was like meh. Last year's was alright. It was good. It was good. I'll say last year was good. But this year, from last year's, was awful. Terrible show. Terrible show. Okay? You got booking decisions where you have good matches. And I don't really want to say about the women's Money in the Bank. It was an okay match. It was good for what they could do, because I didn't really expect much out of a women's Money in the Bank, just because of the fact that, you know, the women's, it was the first time we ever seen the women do a Money in the Bank ladder match. It was the first time ever. First time ever that we seen, you know, the women do a Money in the Bank ladder match. And I didn't really want to be like, whoa, you know, I didn't want to compare it to the men, because I think that would have been unfair. I think that would have been very unfair to me, or anybody really, to compare a women's Money in the Bank ladder match to a men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Not fair at all. But for what I saw, it was alright. It was okay. It was alright. You know what I mean? Could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better. But I don't want to totally shun the match. Now, with that being said, I picked Carmella to win the match. And I did get Carmella correctly. I did. I got Carmella correctly as the winner. But not the way that I wanted her to win this match. You have James Ellsworth, and we knew he was going to get involved. We knew he was going to get involved. I'm not stupid. We knew he was going to get involved. But I would have thought that Becky Lynch would have took him out, or Charlotte would have took him out. The way I would have booked this match, is that Carmella starts climbing up the ladder, right? Tries to get the Money in the Bank briefcase. Let's say somebody comes in the ring, Becky Lynch, because Becky really wanted to get at James Ellsworth. Becky won a one-on-one contest against James Ellsworth, right? This is what I would have done, okay? Would have James Ellsworth get in the ring, grab Becky's leg. You know what I mean? After Becky takes out Carmella goes outside the ring. Becky's trying to climb up, you know, get the Money in the Bank briefcase. You get James Ellsworth, grab her leg or gets in the ring or whatever. Becky gets down, takes out James Ellsworth with like a suplex or something of that nature, a disarmer, something of that nature to get James Worth out of there. Then have Carmella attack Becky Lynch from behind with a ladder or with a forearm shot or does her finisher. Then have Carmella climb up the ladder and win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I predicted Carmella to win. Glad I was right. But I would have booked it another way so it wasn't so fucky. The way you have this fucking match in is that James Ellsworth gets in the ring and just climbs up, grabs the fucking briefcase, and throws it down to Carmella. Are you fucking serious? And this was to open the show. This was to open the show. Not a great way to open up possibly your fifth biggest pay-per-view. If there was a big 5, Money in the Bank would be number 5. Next to SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, and the Royal Rumble. You can't start the show like that. You just can't. The crowd was hot for the show. This is the very first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. You made a big deal out of it. The match was decent, not great. I don't want to shit on it like some other people, because people, they don't put into perspective. What the fuck do you think these women are expecting to do? Expecting to do a sunset powerbomb from the top rope? Or from the top of the ladder? Like Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler did? No. It's women. They gotta take it slow. It's the very first ever ladder match in WWE history. You don't want to have possibly all fucking 5 or 6 women or wherever it was in the match injured. Then you have no fucking division. Think people. Why do you think they went tame on this match? Imagine if Charlotte would have got injured. Imagine if, let's say, Tamina got injured. Yeah, Tamina's not a great hand, but let's say they both got injured in this match. Then you're down to fucking 3 people in the fucking division? or 5 people rather, because I forgot Naomi and Alana. But you need depth. You need depth in your division. And if one person would have got injured, if 2 would have got injured, that could have crippled the division. That means you got to force call-ups. You got to force call-ups of Pam Royce and Billie Kay. You got to force call-ups of Asuka. You got to force call-ups of other women. That's going to be part of the Mae Young Classic. You cannot have these women to go out there and possibly, if not, be injured for a couple months, to be seriously career-ending injury. You got to take things slow, especially with the first ladder match in, first women's ladder match in WWE history. You just have to. And just for what they did, and for me putting it into perspective, I thought the match was decent. Not great. I won't even say good. I thought it was decent. I thought it was decent. But does not excuse the fucking shitty booking. It does not excuse the shitty booking. It does not excuse the way that they did things tonight. Overall, no excuses. And this is SmackDown, by the way, guys. You guys know how I like SmackDown a lot better than Monday Night Raw, but I gotta cut it down the middle. I'm not a guy that's gonna bullshit you. Okay? You go to other people's reviews right now that's live right now, say, this pay-per-view was good. Very good show. Very good show. Money Bank, top 5 show of the year. I'm not that guy. If you want bullshit, go talk to those other guys. Go watch those other guys. Because they're going to feed you the corporate bullshit that is WWE. I'm not that guy. If it's good, it's good. I'm going to say it's good. If it sucks, it sucks. Period. But that was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And Carmella wins. And now apparently Daniel Bryan, he's going to address this situation this Tuesday on SmackDown. I don't know what they're going to be doing with this. I mean, one thing I would say, though, is that even though I did not like the ending of the match, this is going to eventually get Carmella heel heat with James Ellsworth. I don't necessarily like Ellsworth, but this is going to get heel heat. Whether it's good heat or bad heat, it's going to get heat. It's going to be talked about. So, that's that. On to our next match. We got the WWE SmackDown Tag Team titles on the line here. The champs, the Usos, coming in against the New Day. The New Day, who's brand new on SmackDown, who has returned to SmackDown after Kofi Kingston's injury. So Kofi Kingston was injured and pretty much has came back, and basically the New Day has came back as well, because the New Day wasn't going to come back without Kofi. You know what I mean? They're a unit. They're like the Von Erichs. They're like the Fabulous Freebirds. A unit. You know what I mean? Freebird rules. You know what I mean? They do the Freebird rules with the tag team titles when they were tag team champions. But be that as it may, very good match. I will say this. Now I'm gonna get to the finish in a second. But again, I'm gonna call when I see something good. I'm gonna say it's good. When I see something bad, I'm gonna say it's bad. But a very good match, in my opinion. And the crowd wasn't really into it, though. The crowd wasn't really into it at all. They weren't. I think it's because that they were really not liking on what they saw from the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. That's probably what it was. I'll probably feel the same as well. If that happened, I'll probably feel the same as well, since that did happen. That the women, I kind of felt the same way as well. If I was there live, I'd probably be like, we're not really into this match, because the last match ended kind of fucked up. But outside of that, this match was pretty good. Probably the second best match of the night. This was the best match of the night up until the main event. Kofi takes a nasty bump over the ropes. I thought he hit his head on the outside. Basically, one of the Usos was throwing Kofi off the ropes and going into the Uso side of the ring. He does a lower bridge, and Kofi looked like he tumbled over and takes a nasty bump over the ropes. But thank God he was all right. Kofi with a nice modified Dragon Sleeper in the match. You know what I mean? Very good stuff. Very good tag team match and back and forth. A lot of good false finishes. False finish came here of the New Day hits the midnight hour on the Usos. You thought it was going to be a 1-2-3 pinfall, but no, the Usos break it up and they just leave after that. They just leave after that. Why? I understand why, but why? Like, why? Like, I understand that they may have a match at Battleground and, you know, the Usos, you know, will probably drop the titles the New Day then, but, man. I mean, it just left a sour taste in your mouth. It leaves a sour taste in your mouth after seeing a match like that. A very good match. Not a match that didn't really get much reaction from the crowd, but it just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. I didn't like it. I didn't like the ending of the match. It was going on well. You could have New Day win the titles. You know, it would have been better if, instead of a countout, a disqualification by the Usos to get them more heat. Just having them leaving, yeah, gets them heat, but it would get them even more heat to like to have one of the Usos bringing in a steel chair and like smack one of the, you know, smack Kofi in the back with the steel chair, or smack Big E in the back with the steel chair. I would have liked that better personally. The hell. I don't know shit about wrestling. I'm not a guy that knows anything about fucking wrestling, apparently. I don't know what's best for the WWE. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know shit about WWE, guys. That's possibly what it is. Because basically having somebody walk out, you know, with the titles, apparently that gets more heat than someone using a steel chair to the back of the head. Well, not really to the back of the head, but they can't do headshots anymore. But to the back. You know what I mean? They can't do that anymore, apparently. Whatever. Fuck me, right? Horrible into a good match. Speaking of horrible endings, what about just shit being horrible overall? Naomi versus Lana. This is the only match I got wrong. Thank God I got it wrong. Because if Lana is the champion right now, I will kill myself. Lana sucks in the ring. She needs a lot of help. But right now, she sucks. She has good mic skills. She has a great presence of her. But the people who saw her at the NXT house shows, what the fuck were you smoking? Was it because, I don't know if it's because Lana was nervous tonight. I don't know what her issue was tonight. But apparently, wherever she did in the ring tonight was not good at all. It was terrible. She was working on Naomi's leg. I thought this was going to be a point where Carmella was going to cash in. We did see Carmella tease the cash in, but she didn't actually cash it in. And I don't know why a lot of people wanted Carmella to cash in. Guys, you gotta think about it from this perspective. Yeah, if Carmella would have cashed in tonight, that would have been something, right? First and foremost, it is a brand new Money in the Bank briefcase for the women. WWE is a merchandise machine. It's a merchandise machine. They want to sell this Money in the Bank briefcase to pathetic losers like myself, and also for the kids, the children who collect the action figures. Ooh, the special edition Carmella Money in the Bank briefcase. The Money in the Bank briefcase ladder match, for these little toys that they have in the ring. WWE is a marketing machine. I know that's one of the reasons why they didn't want to do that right there. Good tease, I admit it, good tease. But I knew that it wasn't going to be done tonight. Give it a couple months. See when Carmella cashes in. Maybe, I think, we're talking about Baron Corbin cashing on John Cena. I see Carmella cashing on Charlotte. Whenever Charlotte wins, or whenever Charlotte, probably not whenever she wins. But whenever, she's hurt after a match, when she's champion, she's on her leg, or, her arm hurts, or she's on her head, or she, whatever. Then Carmella would cash in. That's how all the cash-ins work. You know what I mean? The heel, the opportunist heel, cashing out on the vulnerable babyface. Babyface hurts her knee, hurts her ankle. You know what I mean? Hurts her neck. Perfect time for Carmella to cash in. They need to let this simmer. Have James Ellsworth, be around her, run around with her for fucking, a few months with holding her briefcase. It may be good stuff. It may be good stuff. We don't know. We don't know. I'm not gonna totally butcher and bury it as of yet. But let's see how this goes with Carmella in the cash-in. As far as this match between Lana and Naomi, I already told you basically everything. This match was absolutely god-awful. It sucked. It wasn't anything to write home about. Naomi wins with a pretty much a ground octopus stretch. Lana taps out in her debut. I didn't think WWE was going to go with that route. Why debut Lana for her to lose? I get it. I understand it. I understand why, because she's not ready in the ring. But why have her debut then? Why have her debut as a performer? Have her be down in NXT for another couple months to get polished up. Patrick Clark, before he became the Velveteen Dream, he was not that good in the ring. Now, he's gotten better. Not great. Patrick Clark still has a long way to go, but he's gotten a lot better, 3 months ago from when he was just Patrick Clark to the Velveteen Dream. Why can't we do that for Lana? I mean, Lana's sit-down spine buster was fucking beautiful on this past Tuesday's SmackDown. I was like, oh my god, let's not, let's give Lana a chance. And tonight gave her that chance, and tonight wasn't good. I don't know if it's because she was nervous. I don't know if it's because that, the pressure got to her. I don't know. We don't know. But we do know that she sucked in the ring tonight. We don't know. Well, I want to give Lana another chance, but right now it does not look good. It does not look good whatsoever. What the fuck Lana is, what we saw from Lana tonight. And that hurts being said because I'm a fan of Lana. I am. But again, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to bullshit you. You go watch those other guys on YouTube here right now. You click off my video right now. If you like to be lied to or bullshit with, go watch those other guys. That's not going to be me. That's not going to be me at all, guys. Bad match. Worst match of the night. Naomi wins by submission. We get a Fashion Vice segment. Not Fashion Files, but Fashion Vice. Now, this gives a thumbs up right there because of Miami Vice. Thumbs up already. Had the phone. It said on the phone. It says something about Paulie Dangerously, which is Paul Heyman. It says property of Paulie Dangerously or something like that. I don't like that there. Basically, this was to build up a match between the Fashion Police and in a mystery tag team, which we're gonna see later on who attacked Tyler Breeze on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. After that, we get the debut of Mike Kanellis. Fucking hell. And Maria Kanellis, the return of Maria Kanellis to WWE. They come out, they have these hearts down the ramp. They have this fucking hair metal, theme song, it's supposed to be the Power of Love gimmick. They come out and they're in suits and they have the wireless microphones, you know what I mean? Like Bobby Brown used to, wear back in the day. Like people who sing, you know what I mean? Imagine Chris Brown with that wireless microphone. Ariana Grande or who the fuck you people like to listen to every now and then. Nowadays, I should say. Not every now and then, but nowadays. But it was cringe. This was cringe. But I think that's what their gimmick is supposed to be. It was so damn bad that I believe that's what their gimmick's supposed to be. I believe their gimmick is supposed to be cringeworthy. I don't agree with the name of Maria. Well, I definitely agree with the name of Maria Kanellis because that's her fucking name. But Mike Bennett is being called Mike Kanellis. And JBL said the funniest thing tonight, even though we do shit on JBL, he says he took her name. Funny. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take that funniness there from JBL. Half the time I can't stand him, but that line there had me laughing out loud. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. But we're gonna see where this goes. Obviously, they're gonna be on SmackDown this Tuesday. Let's just see how this goes, guys. I mean, I think this gimmick is supposed to be bad on purpose. I'm gonna give it a chance. I like the theme song because it's fucking. It reminds me of 80s hair metal, like it really does, and it just like just you know how fucking Bon Jovi or fucking Poison or whatever, just great, the segment itself, like I said, it was cringe. It was very cringe, but I think it was supposed to be cringe on purpose. So I don't know how to feel about this. We'll see how this goes. We'll give it I'll give it a couple weeks, a month, and see how that goes. Next match is, and this is our, it's our third to last match here. The modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Before the match began, Larry the Axe hitting Baron Von Raschke. Fucking love that shit. Greg Gagne, Sergeant Slaughter, Bob Orton, and Ric Flair were honored before the match. Jim Cornette somewhere came on himself. Because I nearly came on myself, because I really appreciate when WWE does this with legends, with some fans that don't know. I'm an old school head to the degree. I watch 70s wrestling and, early 80s wrestling. Why? I don't know. I just like to learn, all different eras in wrestling. You know what I mean? The 70s is about as far as I will go back, though. I won't go back to the 60s or anything of that nature. Even though I know about the wrestlers in the 60s. I don't want to bore you guys to death with it. But you had Kurt Hennig's dad there. You had Baron Von Raschke, which was fucking notorious in I was gonna say Memphis, not Memphis, but Milwaukee. Greg Gagne, the son of Vern Gagne, and he was a former AWA champion. Sergeant Slaughter, what else can you say about Sergeant Slaughter? Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton, Randy Orton's daddy, and Ric Flair. Who's Ric Flair? Now I'm saying that with all sarcasm in the world, but like, who's Ric Flair? Like, everybody knows who Ric Flair is, man. Fucking the greatest of all time. One of the greatest of all time. This match featured Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. The same match from Backlash. Wasn't anything to write home about. Jinder Mahal's entrance is fucking amazing, though. That's the best thing about him, is his entrance and his theme song. Other than that, he's not. He has the look of a WWE champion. I will say that because of his entrance, because he looks like he's some people say he looks like a terrorist. Whatever, okay, that's probably why too. But I like the theme song. The gibberish Punjabi rap. Let go. Like, I love it. It's like Muhammad Hassan's theme. You know what I mean? It's like, Great Khali's theme. You don't understand what they're saying, but it means something to them when they're singing it. Great stuff. I'm going to go through this match very quickly because I really don't give a shit about this match. Jinder Mahal wins. He's still the champion, as I predicted. Orton has an RKO on the Singh brothers. I'm sorry, no. Orton has an RKO on Jinder Mahal. The Singh brothers puts Jinder's foot on the ropes. Singh brothers get thrown out of the ring, but but they come back. They get thrown out of the arena, I should say, potentially. Then both brothers come back and they grab Cowboy Bob Orton. You see Ric Flair looking like, oh, they're coming. Randy's coming. You can totally see Ric Flair saying Randy's coming. Randy destroys both Singh brothers again, which is funny, which is just as funny as the first time. Just Randy just tossing one of the Singh brothers over the announce table. That shit was funny as shit. Just destroys them. But Jinder Mahal gets Randy back in the ring, hits him with the claws for the win. Jinder Mahal is still your champion. Jinder Mahal is still your WWE champion. Where's this gonna go from here, guys? Where else is this gonna go from here, guys? 17 title reign. I hate you. I'm a part-timer. I used to tell this to The Rock. John Cena will become the 17th time World Heavyweight Champion at the hands of Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam. Book it. I don't know what you're going to do at, I was going to say at a Backlash, but at Battleground, I'm not sure. I don't see John Cena and Jinder Mahal at Battleground. Well, maybe I will see them at Battleground, and maybe Jinder wins, and maybe Cena wins at SummerSlam. I could probably see something like that. But usually you want your programs to begin going into SummerSlam. So maybe it's Jinder and Orton one more time, and the Steam Bros are banned from ringside or something of that nature. And maybe that's when we see Rusev come back. Maybe that's gonna be the thing that's gonna happen. I'm kind of leaning in my head right now. I'm kind of leaning towards that. We're gonna get a third match between Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. I know that's gonna be boring, but I think what's gonna happen is that Rusev is gonna come back at Battleground to interfere. I don't know why Rusev will come back in that match. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it's because that he wants. Maybe it's because that he's jealous that Randy Orton is in that match for the third time in the row, and and Rusev was supposed to have a match at tonight's Money in the Bank. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only logical thing I can think of. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen at Battleground, but that's one thing I can think of to bring back Rusev and to get to have Orton finally go into another feud against Rusev going into SummerSlam. That can happen. We'll see. Our co-main event is the Fashion Police versus the Ascension. The attackers were the Ascension. Who gives a fuck? Fashion Police win by roll-up. Fashion Police win by roll-up. Yeah, you have Fandango roll-up. I believe it was Victor from the Ascension. What else can I say about this? This is just get the Fashion Police on the pay-per-view, which is good. I like the Fashion Police, but the match wasn't really anything special. It was okay. It wasn't really anything special. Then again, the main event: Dolph Ziggler, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, Baron Corbin, and Kevin Owens for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And again, pretty damn good main event. Did pick Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin does win. Now the question is, who does Baron Corbin cash in on? I'm going to say Cena. Whenever Cena wins the title or something of that nature, I see Baron Corbin cash in on Cena. When is it going to happen? I don't know, but that's what I believe what's going to happen. Baron Corbin cashing in on Cena. Book it. Book it. But outside of that, though, guys, this Money in the Bank pay-per-view was fucking shit. It was bad. It was bad tonight. It was bad tonight. It was pretty bad tonight. If I had to get a rating, like a rating out of 10, I'm at a 4. I'm at a 4 out of 10, guys. And the only reason why it became a 4 is Mike Bennett and Maria debuting. Very excited for their debut, by the way. I'm very excited because I know Mike Bennett could go. Maria, she got well improved on the mic, so she's a great talker now. And the main event, and that's it. And the New Day News was a good match, but like I said, the endings to most of these matches were shit. The reason why this show was so bad in my opinion because of the ending of the matches. If you would have better endings, this could have been from a 4 to a 6 maybe. 4 to a 6. Just making those little few adjustments. While talking with Carmella and James Ellsworth on how you could have finished that match a little bit better, how you could have finished that how can you finish that New Day match a little bit better and give more heat to the Usos if you're gonna keep the titles on them anyway. Could have been a little bit better tonight, guys. Wasn't. And it's in the past. This is the worst Money in the Bank pay-per-view of all time. And quite frankly, I'm done talking about it. And probably the only match you probably will see will probably be this Money in the Bank ladder match. And probably go back and watch Maria and Mike Bennett debut. Fucking 5 years from now, I'm just going to remember this Money in the Bank ladder match. And remember when Maria and Mike Bennett debut. That's it. Guys, that's it for me. I'm getting out of here. If you did like this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Daily wrestling content here on this channel. Daily wrestling content here on this channel. 7 days a week. Also daily video games here on the channel. Call of Duty, Friday the 13th, GTA. Well, GTA sucks right now because of the fucking Gun Rank DLC, but we're not here to talk about that. But definitely want to subscribe. You don't want to miss out. We'll be live streaming my Monday Night Raw review tomorrow. Tuesday will be my SmackDown live review. NXT will be a review up on Wednesdays. And Gain Our podcast on Fridays. Saturdays is my top 10, and between, on Thursdays and Sundays, there'll be some news videos of some sorts on his channel. But guys, that's it for me. I love you guys. You guys have been fucking awesome. You guys have been killing it with the subscriptions. We're over 5,000 subscribers strong here on YouTube. So subscribe. Subscribe, guys. That's it. But guys, I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great night. Peace out.